Hi folks, LMP3 at Indianapolis, the road course. Now, I thought this was the F1 road course, but it turns out they've changed it. Why? Because they've made it worse, in my opinion. So yeah, let's crack on with it. Right then, fast lap done and dusted, and let me show you the rules tab. Always have a gander about this because it'll tell you where the off tracks and or slowdowns are, so really useful to see where you can maximize your track limits. Some tracks do have them, some tracks do not, so always worth looking. The info tab, we are using the fixed iRacing setup, which is what this series follows, and this is, you can kind of use this in the open setup, but I think you'll be struggling around here, particularly some circuits with the straight line speed, you'll definitely be struggling. So in the fixed setup, you'll be fine, but in the open setup, you might be a little bit sluggish around certain areas of the circuit. Track temp of 89 Fahrenheit, which is quite cool for this area of the world, but hey ho, and a moderate use of 44% is what I always use. Now, I did not have fun around here. It was very awkward. Turn 1 is a little bit of a something. If you miss the braking point by even like half a millimeter, it seems to just go on into Narnia, and you can't. It's such a deceptive corner because it's wide and then it really narrows, so you have to really slow down and hanker on the brakes and like come through here at like 50, maybe 40 or 50 miles an hour, something stupid like that. But anyway, the fastest we did was a 22 flat, so I think I can nip into the 21s if I nail the lap, but that is very unlikely. But the lap I'm going to show you is the last lap, so 122.431. So you can see here, got into low sort of ish 22 towards the end, but most of them are 23s where I'm making silly little mistakes. That's why I thought I'll show you a good-ish lap, but not a perfect lap, and I can point out where areas you can improve on. What else do I mention? Oh yeah, Discord, link down in the description. OLAP, BLAP, telemetry, replay file all be in there, and I also use an online telemetry tool called Garage61, where you can basically compare my lap against yours using telemetry, so you can see where I'm a little bit faster, or if you're faster, you don't need to worry about that area, so that's always useful. And the oh yeah, link's still downstairs in the description as well. Yeah, if this did help you out, don't forget to like and subscribe to that lovely YouTube stuff. But yeah, let's crack on with the breakdown lap. Right then, crossing that yard of brickwork there is apparently quite famous, but hey ho, 500 board, whatever it means, we're braking nice and heavy into that one. Now this corner is very deceptively slow, so get the speed off of it and turn in very gradually. Do not hit any curves around here because they are the size of Mount Everest. Be cautious through there. Try and stay mid-track to open up this really awkward left hand here. You want to try and get the power down, and then we can go around turn 3 as quickly as possible. Once we hit this curb out here, you want to draw the car out to the left-hand side here, and you can see the curb there just approaching. Just as we get to it on the left-hand side, start braking out to the curb, give it a little cheeky tickle on the way past, and then turn in nicely. It's really awkward. You can't see the apex there because of the pillar. Lovely. But get on power quite early. You can take a bit of speed through that corner. It's quite nice. And then you come to this very flat out chicane, which is nice. So this is the only curb I think you can actually take on the circuit. Do not hit that second one because you will bounce and spin. Ask me how I know. Right down the back straight now. You can use a concrete out on the left hand side, but I don't think you really need to. Good overtaking opportunity for both classes this. On that little bit of concrete there, you just want to start braking on the curb. And nice and easy. And then as the second concrete ends, that's where you want to turn in. Again, avoid the apex curb because it is huge. Get the car over to the left-hand side of the circuit, and then as the curb ends there on the left-hand side, that's when we want to start changing the car's direction to get over to the other side. You can cut this quite a lot, so the other curbs you can cut. A little bit of grass as well, become a lawnmower is fine. Cut this one and compromise this one as best you can. Keep on the left-hand side, because at this point we need to turn back. Cut this one and be very careful about understeering wide, because it is so easy to do. So get on power nice and easy, nice and steady. Otherwise, you will be mowing the grass out there on the left-hand side. So be cautious about that one. Coming around this corner now, and these corners are awkward. So I was finding braking like way before the 300 for this, because I wasn't slowing the car down even when I was braking at the 300. So way before the 300, second gear, nice and easy. Again, little cheeky tickle of the curb. Try and avoid it because it is huge. Compromise this corner because you want to get this corner. This left-hander is so important. About this point is when we decide to brake. Be careful about touching the grass there on the old right-hand side. Cut this curb quite a lot. You can get away with it, but be careful about running wide again. Feed in the power and be careful about, mowing more grass out there. I did not like this circuit, I will be honest. I don't know why they've changed the layout. I preferred the older layout, to be honest, but that is us done and dusted. Anyway, that last sector is really, really awkward for me. I cannot get it right in the slightest. So if you do go quicker with me, which I am fully expecting, please tell me how to do that last sector, because it doesn't fit this car, in my opinion. This car does not like going that slowly, and getting it slowed down as well is so, so tricky. Good luck in multi-class around here. As mentioned, use this car's advantage, so that the acceleration out the corners and some of the high-speed downforce stuff. If you're overtaking in the midfield, particularly like in Sector 1, it's going to be very awkward to get past the GT4s. So take your time, be cautious, and make sure you finish the race. But that's us in a 1:22.431. So hopefully it should be a relatively competitive time, and I think the open setups will be into the 20s, to be brutally honest with you. I think an open set around here is going to suit it a lot nicer. Otherwise, if this did help you out, don't forget to like and subscribe and do that lovely YouTube stuff. And otherwise, I will catch you on the next one.